Hey everybody, welcome to day 3, Breakfast with Bob, our 70.3 World Championship edition from beautiful Marbella. My name is Bob Babbitt, brought to you by HOKA, Fly Human Fly, Master Spas, Precision Fuel and Hydration, Crush Your Race Nutrition. Deboer, Outrigger, Kona Resort and Spa, stay longer, save more. TriFind, and of course, our Challenge Athletes Foundation. Our next guest, the first time we get to chat, Mr. Tom Hoog from Germany. How you doing, Tom?
Thank you very much, Bob. It's an honor to be here. I'm doing okay.
Yes, well, you know, whenever I'm doing my research, I look at the numbers, and I'm like, well, okay, this guy's ranked number 669 in the world, and, you know, over 600 in the swim and the bike, and over 700 in the run. And I'm like, okay, there's got to be more to this story than that. So it's right about 6 months ago when you got hit by a car?
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much 6 months ago, I was out on a training ride and suddenly got hit by a car.
Yes.
And got a few severe injuries.
What are your injuries?
So the major injury is actually a tibia plateau fracture. I was out for a couple of months now. My scapula was also broken, but it didn't need surgery. But I had 2 surgeries on the knee.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so when you first got into this sport, because you're still a really young guy. How old are you?
I'm 27 now.
27.
Yeah.
You're a young guy. So 27 years old. And did you start out looking at the Olympic format?
So obviously I started with shorter distance races, but since I came to the sport quite late, only at the age of 18, that's like the typical problem of a late entry triathlete. You're probably not as good as other swimmers. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was always losing like 1.5, 2 minutes to the front guys in the swim, and then the sprint distance race was already over.
Right.
So I did some National League races, but I think the best I did was 10th place, I think, in Swiss National League.
Yeah.
And then, switched focus to middle distance a few years ago.
Born in Germany, raised in Switzerland,
yes.
Live in Austria.
Now live in Austria, yeah.
Okay, that's great. And when you moved over, was that 2024 when you moved over to the longer distance?
No, I think I did my first pro race on the half distance in 2022. That was Zell am See. But only one race, and then 2023 was probably my first big year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when I look at 2024, that's Zell am See when you get 4th place.
Yep.
And who are the 3 guys in front of you?
So Mika Noot won the race, Jelle Geens 2nd place, and Gregor Payet in 3rd, just 20 seconds ahead of me. So
the 3rd was 20 seconds ahead of you.
Yeah, it was sprint finish. Oh, almost a sprint finish.
So when you have a race like that, and that qualified you for this.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was the thing that qualified you for this. And then I looked at, the Challenge Pagera Mallorca, where you swam 24, rode 208, and ran 108.35.
Yeah.
And those type of run splits always, I always sit up and take notice when someone's running 108. And that was a win, but you also had your wins early in the season.
Yeah.
So that was 2024 was a great season.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
yes.
2024 was really the season where I realized that I could make it in the sport.
Yes.
And that I have potential to become even better.
Yes.
These races, these wins gave me a lot of confidence.
A lot of confidence. And then now the injury happened at the end, last season was over.
So the injury happened actually 1 week before I want to start my season at Aix-en-Provence this year.
Yes.
So I was more or less it was one of my final preparation rides.
Yes.
And all of a sudden a car hit me and everything changed.
Everything changed. And like when things like that happen, sometimes it makes you appreciate the little things more than, because you're thinking about it before, going for a bike ride, going for a run, you never thought twice about it. You just went out and did it. Then all of a sudden you can't do it.
Yeah.
How hard, what was the lowest point for you during the whole rehab and recovery?
Difficult to say, because I didn't really have like a super low point, because the good thing about getting to a very low point is that you make constant progress. And progress happens quite fast.
Yes.
So after, let's say, 2 weeks, you can get back into the water. Even you can't walk, but you can already like pedal a bit. Mm-hmm. And then maybe another 2 weeks later, you can start with some light turbo training.
Right.
And then even another 2 weeks later, you can start walking. So it's big steps.
Right.
Every week. And usually in a professional life, in triathlon, you don't have these big progression
so
week by week.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah, so you work so hard to maybe run 2 seconds faster per kilometer after like a 4-week block, you know? But if you get to such a low point, all of a sudden, you make quite fast progression, you know?
All of a sudden, it's like, I walk to the corner. That's a big goal. And you're like, all right, that's like a win.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got to change your mindset.
Yeah.
And just little goals. Little up. That's very cool. Well, that's the athlete mindset.
Yeah.
How do I get better? A little better every day.
Exactly. And I also have to say I have like a super good team around me that helped me to get back to where I'm now, which is not at 100%, definitely not. But I'm really thankful for my team around. Yeah.
And this is your first World Championship.
Exactly. So this is why, I mean, the doctors said after I had the injury, they said, okay, Tom, focus on 2026. It's unlikely that you can race again 2025. But for me, I mean, it was never the main goal to race here, but I saw it always as a motivation to keep working every day to make these to make this progress. And now this is more like a reward for my work. And even though I know I'm not able to compete with the
best guys
here, for me it's just like a reward to come here and to at least to race a bit. Yeah.
Have you seen improvement in, because obviously you couldn't run, but you could swim, and you could ride, I'm guessing, indoors at least.
Yeah.
Were you able to focus on those two things? Because your running is already there. I mean, once you get healthy.
Yeah. I mean, I made some progress in the swim and on the bike as well. I wouldn't say that my bike is better now than before the injury, but I'm close to the level where I was before. I guess.
And if your swim is a little better, then you're a little closer to those guys out of the water.
Yeah.
And then you can use the bike.
Exactly.
When it comes all the way back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you go into this race not knowing, I mean, probably the plan is you're not going to run or not going to run much.
Yeah.
At this point, you're saying 6K is about as much as you can do before the pain starts.
And that was the furthest I've run so far. Yeah.
So, but here, if you get off the bike, you're going in with no expectations, right? You just like go as far as I can.
Yeah, absolutely. I will see. I will maybe do another small test these next few days before the race, and then I'll make a decision with my coach and
in terms of how far to run.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but the key is you'll swim and ride hard.
Try as hard as possible.
Hard as you can.
Yeah.
What do you have you been out on this bike course?
Not yet, because unfortunately I was ill for the last week, so I was forced to bed and I couldn't train. But hopefully I will be able to have a look at it maybe today or tomorrow.
Do you like courses with climbing?
Yes,
because you're up in the right. Yes. You're up in the Alps, right?
That was also one reason why I really wanted to do this race, because I feel like the course suits me so well. I love all the bike courses with a lot of elevation. So the more the better.
Then you look at the courses you've done.
Yeah, so that's why I really liked Zell am See as well.
Yes.
And I really want to race Aix-en-Provence as well, because it's also a hilly bike course.
Yes.
So it's a shame that I'm not in peak shape here, but maybe, I mean, this race still exists after the World Champs, I guess.
There's a lot of races.
There's always chance to come back.
Race.
Yeah.
There's always another race. And like you said, it's like the day after the race is the 6-month anniversary or so of your crash.
Yeah.
So anything is gravy. Anything that you can achieve on race day is a bonus.
It's a bonus, definitely.
Totally a bonus.
Yeah.
What have you enjoyed about this lifestyle, being a professional triathlete?
Many things actually. But first of all, I simply love training. I love spending time on the bike. I love running.
Yes.
So, and as a professional athlete, you have to spend a lot of time running and cycling and also swimming. And also, what I like about the sport is you can spend a lot of time with your friends when they're also triathletes.
Yes.
You can spend a lot of time riding and running together. So that's two things. But also the traveling, you see so many nice places like here, Marbella, for example, such a cool place. That's also another thing I really like about being a professional triathlete.
Travel the world and go to really beautiful places.
Exactly.
Zell. There's some wonderful, wonderful places. Yeah. Have you started to think about plans for next year?
Yeah, kind of. So the thing is, I wanted to do my first long distance race this year.
Oh, really? You were thinking about doing a full?
Challenge Roth. There was a plan. But then I got injured.
But next year?
So next year, if the recovery goes on as planned, and I will be able to do longer runs again, the plan is to do a long distance race next year. Yeah.
As a young guy, I mean, I don't have a lot of patience, but as a young guy, how hard has it been just being patient and not overdoing it, not going, oh, it felt okay to run 6K, I'm going to run 8K?
Well, as I said, it's not that hard actually to be patient because as I've mentioned before, I'm already satisfied with little progression, you know.
Right.
And so that's why I'm taking it step by step and looking forward to new challenges in the next year.
I love that. Yeah. And you've probably growing up, you probably knew about Challenge Roth.
Yes.
And knew about the history there.
Yeah.
Which is probably why you want to start there.
Yeah, exactly. And also because Roth is not too far from where I live now or where I was born, from Munich. It's only like a 2.5 hour drive. And also competing as a German.
In Roth.
It's also special. But yeah, for next year, I'm not sure if I will be starting Roth or maybe choose another long distance, because long-term goal will be to qualify for Kona, obviously, and maybe I'll do an Ironman instead of
Roth.
Challenge Roth.
Yeah. But they're both amazing. There's you can't go wrong with either of those. Yeah. The thing about being from Germany is obviously you've got such a great heritage of between Jan Frodeno, Sebastian Kienle, and Lothar Leder, and guys going over. Were there guys who were your heroes?
Obviously. I mean, when I grew up and I started following the sport, I mean, Jan Frodeno and Sebastian Kienle, these were just the super big names.
Yes.
But to be honest, I also have like other heroes. For me, for example, Andy Dreitz, for example.
Yes.
The last 2-3 years I spent some time with him training, and he's also such a great guy. I mean, he didn't win Kona.
Nope.
But it's not all about winning these super big races. I mean, he has won Challenge Roth, so fair enough. But it's also about the personality and how he helped me out when I was even younger in the sport, and that's also for me that makes someone a hero as well. So it's not all about the super big names. Yeah.
Well, what's great about Andy is he's also gone through what you're going through, because when he was at St. George and had a run-in with a motorcycle, and at that point he's at the pointy end of the race, and all of a sudden his career could be gone. Right? He had that was very, very serious injury. Yeah. And seeing him this last year at Challenge Roth back racing was for me was really fun, because we had covered him when he was younger, and actually when he won Challenge Roth, and now to see him coming back after those, that's hard. Have you been on a road much since the car accident on a bike?
Yes. So since August, I'm able to ride outside again. So that's no problem.
Has it been scary? I mean, sometimes it's tough when you've gone through that.
It's not that I'm scared, but I think I'm even more careful, because I don't want it to happen again.
Right.
And I know how fast it happens, and that you always have to be careful with cars, even though it's not your fault.
Doesn't matter.
And it was my fault at the accident, but I'm even more careful now. It's not, as I said, it's not that I'm scared, but just more careful because I don't want to have another injury.
No. Yeah. Well, Tom, I appreciate you taking time.
Thank you very much.
Especially going through rehab process and knowing you're here with one of the greatest fields ever assembled. You're not at the you're not in the condition dealing with the injury that you're going to be able to compete. Yeah. But you're going to get a taste of what it's like to race against the
Exactly.
best in the world on the biggest stage.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I love it. Tom, thank you so much for taking time.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Tom Hoog has been our guest. Again, everybody, Breakfast with Bob from beautiful Marbella. Hold on. We will be right back.